दोस्तों आप देख रहे हैं नवभारत टाइम्स ऑनलाइन। मैं हूं उपमा सिंह और मेरे साथ हैं इंडियन सिनेमा के जाने माने स्टार और बतौर डायरेक्टर अपनी पहली ही फिल्म से सफलता के नए रिकॉर्ड बनाने वाले पृथ्वीराज सुकुमारन, जो अपनी पहली डेब्यू फिल्म एज अ डायरेक्टर लूसीफर का पार्ट 2 L2 एम्पुरान लेकर के आ रहे हैं और उसके लिए बहुत चर्चा में। उसका टीज़र हमने देखा पृथ्वीराज, जो कि बहुत ही ग्रैंड है ना, बहुत ही ह्यूज लेवल पे है। क्या कमाल के शॉट्स हैं जो हमने टीज़र में देखा।
थैंक यू सो मच।
सो मीन्स कितना एक तो चैलेंजिंग था क्योंकि लूसीफर इतनी बड़ी हिट थी, बहुत बड़ी कामयाब थी, उसको फिर एक लेवल अप लेके जाना, क्या कुछ था आपका जो प्लान था?
No, it's not like Lucifer happened and then we started thinking about a film that is now bigger, better than Lucifer. We always wrote the story as a three-part franchise. So even before Lucifer released, we knew that there will be a second part and a third part. But obviously, if the first part had not worked, then the second part would never happen.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the first part went on to become what it became, and it remains a very iconic hit in Malayalam cinema.
Right.
So with second part, the natural progression of the story was such that with the second part of the franchise, the story becomes a bit more national and international. That was how the natural progression was already conceived. So what has happened is by the time we've come to the second part, the film and the narrative structure is such that, in fact, a good 30-35% of the film is in Hindi. Because the story happens in such terrains.
Right. आपका जो डायलॉग है वो हिंदी में ही है जो लास्ट में आता है।
बस मेरा ही नहीं है. There are a lot of other characters and the part of the story happens like that. So the film itself has a flavor that I believe sort of lends it as a. Of course, there is still Kerala politics, but there is also a national scape involved. There's also an international narrative line running in the film. So we really wanted to make sure that this time the film gets a proper release all across the country, and we wanted the Hindi version to have a proper release. So from the get-go, we knew that we will have the film ready in all 5 languages for release whenever the release happens. Now that we know it is releasing on the 27th of March 2025, across the world the film will be available in all 5 languages, and in North India and in states across north of India, I think the version that will be running most will be the Hindi version. But I have to tell you that in every version, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, the Hindi portions will remain in Hindi because it is very important for the film that is linguistically honest.
Wow.
So yeah, so
Subtitles will run.
yes, subtitles will run.
Okay. Super. एंड आपको क्या चीज़, जब लूसीफर की कहानी आपके पास आई थी, एक वर्जन था पहले कि वो शायद पहले कोई और डायरेक्ट करने वाले थे, बट आई थॉट कि 2 अलग कहानियाँ थी। क्या ऐसी थॉट थी उस कहानी को देख करके कि आपने कहा कि अब मैं डायरेक्ट करना, मतलब डायरेक्ट करने का जो फैसला था, एंड ऑल्सो यू आर डायरेक्टिंग योरसेल्फ ऑल्सो एंड द बिगेस्ट स्टार मोहनलाल सर, वो कितना बड़ा एक पीछे बैक ऑफ माइंड को चैलेंज था, एंड कैसा रहा था एक्सपीरियंस?
So Lucifer was not a story that I pursued. It was a story that the writer pitched to me, and we started ideating about the story, and then he asked me if I would like to direct it. And I thought it would make a really fantastically layered, mainstream, high-octane commercial film. And Mohanlal sir was also very excited about the prospect of me directing it, and that's how the project happened. It's not that I pursued and I sort of figured out what I want to direct. It actually came to me.
The back of mind था डायरेक्ट करने का कभी?
Yeah. I wanted to direct a film sometime for sure, but Lucifer happened accidentally. And regarding directing Mohanlal sir, I mean he is one of the biggest stars that we have. But on location, he makes it really easy for you to forget that, because the way he is, his process as an actor is to submit himself so completely and so fully to the director and the material that it becomes very easy for you as a filmmaker to sort of work with him and to sort of make sure that the character is manifested rightly within him. Plus he is immensely gifted as an actor, and that also obviously helps. So yes, I mean it's my 3rd film as a director, and all 3 films have Mr. Mohanlal as a lead, and I think it's one of the biggest privileges of my life that I've been able to direct 3 films with him. Yeah.
But कुछ आपने सीखा as an actor उनसे?
Yeah, how to be with a director.
How to?
Be with the director.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super. And जैसे मैंने बोला कि इसका जो कैनवस है, जो बहुत ग्रैंड, जैसे मलयालम सिनेमा जो है वो अपने कंटेंट के लिए जाना जाता है ना, कंटेंट बहुत रिच होता है, उसका बजट ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है, बट दीज फिल्म्स आर लाइक ह्यूज, जैसा हम यूजुअली तमिल एंड तेलुगु के लिए देखते हैं। तो क्या विजन कुछ ऐसा भी है कि ग्लोबल लेवल पे या उस तरह का सिनेमा, बिकॉज दे आर डूइंग वेरी वेल वर्ल्ड वाइड, राजामौली's films?
The canvas and the visuals are only a byproduct of what is written on paper, the story. It is not that I set out to make a film with a large canvas and then decided, okay, let me shoot this scene there, that scene here. The scale and the visual language and the canvas of the film is decided by the script. The script is such that it demanded that the film be shot across so many locations. It demanded that the visual language be such. And I am a firm believer that if you do have the means, then you actually should shoot in real locations. And I am also a firm believer in trying to stay away from CGI as much as you can.
Okay.
Not that you can do it completely. But whatever I've been able to achieve practically and in real, I try and do that, which has been the case with this film also. So most of the locations and the visuals and the stunts and everything that you see in the film are real. Because although it's high effort, I do think that cinematically there is a distinct effect of shooting it for real and shooting practical effects that comes across when you see the film as a viewer. So yeah, the idea was not to make the film big for the sake of it.
Okay.
The idea was to honestly follow what is written in the script and then make sure that you try and attain what that script deserves.
And Prithvi, I talked Allu Arjun about Hindi cinema, doing Hindi films, and उनका जो अप्रोच था कि सी जो मेरा स्टारडम है या जो मेरा एक इमेज है, मेरे फैंस हैं जो मुझे, उसको अगर केटर करती है, कोई ऐसी फिल्म मिलती है जो उस चीज़ को मतलब और बेटर बनाती है हिंदी सिनेमा में, देन हिल कंसीडर. वाइल आई टॉक टू दुलकर, जिन्होंने बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंटल फिल्में की हैं हिंदी में या जो दूसरी भाषा में जब वो काम करते हैं, एंड उनका ये था कि यहाँ पे मुझे कोई बैगेज नहीं है, कोई मेरा ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे अपने फैंस को ध्यान में रखना है, तो मैं जितना एक्सपेरिमेंटल कर सकता हूँ, रिस्क ले सकता हूँ, लेता हूँ. आपका क्या अप्रोच होता है जब आपने लाइक यू डिड अय्या बहुत साल पहले, अभी आपने बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ की, आपका क्या अप्रोच होता है जब आप दूसरी भाषा की फिल्म, हिंदी फिल्म करते हैं जिसका एक मतलब बहुत बड़ा
I think I'm blessed with being someone who doesn't have a baggage anywhere, because even in Malayalam, I think people are now used to the fact that I could be up to anything. You know, I think people who have followed my filmography will know that there really isn't a set pattern in the kind of films I do, or I'm not going to be very predictable in terms of what I will do next. I've always been like that, right from the beginning of my career. I could be doing anything next. You know,
want to surprise or shock the audience.
No, that's also not deliberate.
Okay.
I'm just somebody who just follows my instinct, and the next script that comes my way, if it's interesting to me and I feel like I want to do it, and if it's a completely different kind of a film, if I'm the villain in it and if I like it, I'll do it. But I'm blessed with having done this for long enough for people to accept that. I think now people know that as an actor, that's how I am. And I've never really sort of made decisions based on how would this affect my stardom and all that. That's never been my decision-making parameter. But I'm sure each actor, each star will have their own compulsions and things that they want to do and they aspire to achieve. To each his own. It's not, that's not to be claiming that my journey is superior to someone else's. To whatever an artist finds fulfillment in. Yeah.
And you told yesterday कि आपको रजनीकांत सर को डायरेक्ट करने का एक मौका मिला था जो नहीं हो पाया किसी वजह से, तो कुछ मतलब फ्यूचर में कुछ ऐसा मतलब रहेगा जहन में कि वो मौका मुझे वापस से मिले, या और कुछ एक्टर्स हैं जिनको आप डायरेक्ट करना चाहोगे?
I would love to direct every actor. I mean, every actor. Basically, I don't go after like. My dream is not to direct actors, so direct good films. So my next directorial will only be based on the subject that comes my way, and I'm not. I would love to direct Rajnikanth sir someday, but it will only happen if I land on a subject that I feel, okay, this deserves Rajnikanth sir, and if I'm happy enough to take it to Rajnikanth sir. And yeah, I mean, one thing is that I'm not a full-time director. I direct once in a while. I'm an actor.
What is direction for you? What is like the satisfaction you get while प्लेइंग रोल्स एंड वाइल डायरेक्टिंग? क्या डिफरेंस एंड क्या अलग जो भीतर से जो सेटिस्फैक्शन होता है वो क्या अलग होता है?
No, see, in this art form called cinema, the high point of creativity, I believe, is direction. Because ultimately, director is the one taking the call on what the audience is going to see. So the absolute high point of creating this is directing a film. And that I enjoy. I enjoy the liberty of being able to make those decisions. I enjoy the privilege of being able to lead that process. But having said that, I'm very certain that it's not something I'm going to enjoy doing continuously.
Okay.
My primary craft is acting. I'm an actor, and that I enjoy. I enjoy turning up on set every day to portray a character. Direction is something that I'll do once in a while. And it's extremely time consuming for me because of the way I do it. And it's not a sensible decision financially, nothing for me. So I'll only do it if something that really evokes my passion, you know, yeah.
Okay. And your wife, she has always been a support. कल भी हमने देखा. And आपको उन्होंने, अगर मैं पूछूं कि आपको क्या लगता है कि उन्होंने आपको किस तरीके से निखारा है as a person?
I don't know. I guess we both have our own influences on each other. And I'm sure, like, you know, now it's been what, almost 14 years since marriage, and we've known each other for a few years. Even before that, we were dating before that. So we've pretty much grown up now together. You know, we've spent a substantial amount of our lives together. So we are best friends, and we are co-parents. More importantly, you know, we are bringing up a child together. So yeah, I mean, she is my calming force. You know, she takes care of everything at home for me to be able to concentrate on art and my craft, and I'm forever thankful to her for that.
उनकी कोई क्वालिटी आपने इम्बाइब की है? कुछ सीखा, कुछ मतलब उनकी कोई ऐसी क्वालिटी आपको बहुत पसंद है जो आपने सोचा कि यार मैं ऐसा हूँ?
No, I like all her qualities and all her flaws, which is why she is my wife.
Okay. And पृथ्वी, हर एक्टर ना एक कोई टाइम होता है जब द शो मस्ट गो ऑन वाला मोमेंट से गुजरता है, कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें होती, कभी आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ है कोई?
What do you mean by show must go on?
मीन्स आप ऐसे सिचुएशन में हैं जहाँ जो कि बहुत मुश्किल होती है ना, बट एक्टिंग ऐसा या थिएटर या ये जो मीडिया में वो ऐसा होता है कि आपको करना ही है, किस जो मौका है वो चाहे जितना भी मुश्किल है पर आपको जाना है, आपको करना है वो काम.
No, see, the thing is, I am doing a job where even if I was paid nothing from tomorrow, I'd still be doing this job. I'm a really privileged man that way, in the sense that I'm doing what I love most and getting paid handsomely for it. Very few people have that privilege in life. You know, I'm not stuck in this job. So because I'm not stuck in this job, I've never feel like I'm working. I'm just pursuing a passion. I'm pursuing something that I genuinely enjoy doing, and I'm thankful for the fact that I can make a career out of it. So there really isn't a show must go on moment at all in that sense, because I'm forever here thankful for every moment I get to spend here. And my only wish and hope is that I get to do this forever, as long as I'm alive. Yeah.
मेरा लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, जो आप दो और भी ऐसी प्रोजेक्ट्स कर रहे हैं जो मतलब मैंने आपके पिछले इंटरव्यू में पढ़ा था कि आप करण जौहर के साथ काम करना चाहते थे, एंड यू आर डूइंग सच मीन, एंड राजा मौली के साथ आप काम कर रहे हैं, वो कितना इम्पोर्टेंस आपको लगता है ये?
No, I mean, I'd love to work with all the great filmmakers of the country, but these are all films that they've officially, you know, it's announcement have not been made, and there are still discussions happening on how to take this forward and all that. So once the confirmations come, then we'll speak about it. Yeah.
Okay. And लाइका के साथ भी आप पहली बार ये फिल्म है ना?
Yes, this first time Laika is coming to Malayalam, and I have not done a Tamil or a Telugu film with Laika yet. Yeah.
ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट.
Thank you.
टीजर बहुत ही खूबसूरत है. 25 मार्च को आ रही है, हम सबको इंतजार. 27 मार्च को हम सबको इंतजार रहेगा. द वेरी बेस्ट.
Thank you so much.